Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man.
I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't.
Oh!
You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll pull
Brandon.
out your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot
But
of...
that is what you did.
Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
Ten, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
All right. Shh. I know. I saw it too. Shh. There we go. All right. Welcome to GUFON tonight. I am your host, Ray Giorgiano. We've got neighbors out in the backyard there. Probably listening to every word. Trying not to be that loud for you tonight anyway. Let's keep it quaint, shall we? Yeah, all right. We'll do that then. So tonight, it is Monday. It's Monday on Monday Night Football. What time is it on? Oh, 8:20. I got an hour and a half. Right? Oh, God. NFL football. NFL. It was it? Monday night. It was it. 8:15. Oh my God, it's the Eagles, Falcons, the birds. So, I miss a little bit. I'll miss the first quarter. I'm all right with that. But we're going to do a little bit of ufology first because it's really getting interesting. It's not. Yes, it is. It is. Yeah. Well, we make with what we've got. Yeah? What? Oh. And tonight we've got just that for you, girls. And guys. Those things have saved my life, I found out when I fell asleep. So I set the alarm so I wouldn't miss the show. So I did. I fell asleep. And I missed my meal. So I was feeling a little bit like, and I found out by accident these work because there's sugar. I thought it was sugar-free. I did. I thought I bought the sugar-free one. It was right next to the other one. Now I'm getting old like my mother. But they all looked this. I said, Lucky Charms is not Captain Crunch, but you love Captain Crunch. This is when I was 10. It still hurts. Tonight we're going to talk about, hey, weren't we promised some hardware? Remember? I don't like that I could see the microphone now. How'd that happen? You were never able to see that before. But yeah, there's something on there. It's not a cockroach. Don't worry about it. Can you imagine? I can't believe he didn't even care it was on that video, and he let it stay online. Cockroach on the microphone. Why not? Did you know that was my friend Alfred? That's Alfred the cockroach. Yes, indeed, Rudy. I can't kill him. He's a friend of mine. Sleeps right here. Right there, right behind my ear, in my hair. He does. He sleeps with the cockroaches. That's UFO Jesus. We haven't talked about him in over a year. Isn't that nice? And nothing's really changed. Everything's still the same. He's still a prick. Nah, Ryan's a nice guy for a lion sack and echo machines. All he does is echo. What? All he does is echo. That's all he does. You do the same thing. No, I do not. I have an original thought. I come up with all this on my own. Sure, we play videos. But that's what the news does. We're GUFON News. Haven't you heard? Yeah, been the same way for 4 years. Nothing's changed. Still, here we are. Nothing's changed. Look, I had high hopes like you when we saw Fefaklu come in. We were all like, for a day, maybe this guy's gonna... No, that's not the guy. You know, we got railroaded. We were promised things, right? What were we promised? A spaceship. A spaceship. And what else? Transmedium. Transmedium. That's right. And what was it supposed to do? Go through everything. That's right. It can go through the moon. It can go through the earth. It can go through snow, ice, wind. It can even go through air, if you let it. We didn't get that. Let me ask you something. How much do you think it costs to build a regular bomber, Stealth 1 bomber? $400 million, right? Do you really think having metamaterialized spaceships in our hands to build would only cost maybe, we'll throw it out there, $700 million because it's special? That thing would cost probably $3 to $5 billion. No, $500 billion. Yeah, half a tea bag. That's what it'll take to build your consortium. Hold on. I want to see something. I always wondered what the exact definition was of consortium. SORTIUM? It is IUM. Look at that. I haven't spelt that since the movie. An association, typically of several business companies. Law, the right of association and companionship with one's husband or wife. The amount awarded for loss of consortium must be included. Well, that's a weird word, isn't it? It is an association typically of several business companies. That's what it was, the consortium. in the movie Contact. Come on, people. That's what they called it. I think once they called it that in the whole movie, and I never forgot it. Independence Day was just on last night. Didn't watch it. You know what I watched? Wait, what's today? Hold on. Wait a second. It is Monday. Wait. What did I do Sunday? Oh, football. Oh, yeah, football. Fucking Saturday night. I'm all confused. All right, let's just get the show started because you know why? You're here. I'm not. Huh? I'm here. I think I say, there he is. Hey, Brooke is, huh? Yeah, there he is. Welcome to the show. Hi, Myra. MYRA page. Welcome to the show with the flower in the soul. Brandon C. 2.3 billion for, yeah. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, okay. So I'm way off. I'm thinking 1980s price. I am. I really was. Because that's the last time I checked. All right. That's a pretty penny. Do you know how much that is? That's sick. That is just, and we just, it didn't work right. It doesn't make left-hand turns the way it's supposed to. Yeah, it's a little too sharp. Trash it all. Right? Brandon, welcome to the show, man. Sky Allen, I see a Jeanette. We'll get to that. Welcome to the show, Sky. Lou, what do you say, Lou Eleganzo? How you doing, huh? All right. Marcel, tell Lou, welcome to the show for me. And give yourself one, why don't you? To the show. Samo, you too. Welcome to the show. Good to see everyone. Thank you. No, thank you. There he goes. Thank you. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's puff, puff, puff. Is that a puff, puff? I can't. For some reason, I don't understand it. I think that's a puff cloud. And if it is, that's a unique choosing. Because that's what I've seen come out of like an airplane's ass when it was shooting chemtrails out the end. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alfie Joe Bob. Oh, excuse me. I got a little agita there. You know, it was the gabagool went bad, you know? Gabagool doesn't go bad, Tony. Hey, you're telling me gabagool don't go like that? I can't do it. My neighbors are right outside. I can hear them going, is he always on at this time? Hello? Hello? I am so immature. I can't help it. Somebody told me to buy those things because they're really good if you feel a little low on fuel. It'll give you a boost of energie, and then you can go eat. It worked. Energie? That's French for energy. Alfie Joe Bob, welcome to the show. New freelancer, giddy up. Dan Peters, how you doing, D? I didn't want to say the other way. DP. But hey, man, Dan Peters, welcome to the show. Paul Callaghan - Fowler. What was that? I swear that was. Oh, another one? No. Okay. Everybody, ew, I'm joking. There's nothing there. Intergalactic Angler, welcome to the show. That's the Charky Misa Caca. Jar Jar Binks. My neighbors. I don't want them to think. Oh, you want to hear something freaking awesome? So he's 80-ish, right? My parents' age. I can hear their voices. They're outside playing cards or something, right? Now, before the show, I did a little puff puff. But I wanted to listen to Metallica Ride the Lightning. It called to me. And when Metallica Ride the Lightning calls, I must run. That's all I hear. I turned it as loud as I could possibly do it before. Well, these speakers don't really distort, I have to be honest. Before it just sounds a little too much. But there's a certain sweet spot that I like. There it is. And I turned it up and I went above the sweet spot just a tad because it gets special when you get into that range. Guys, you know. Women don't know this about the music when you turn it up with the Ride the Lightning, the music, Metallica. No, they don't know. You don't get it. Look. When we talk Metallica, women don't know, okay? I'm talking about men who love metal. Metallica changed our lives. It did. And you know it. Not women's lives. Men's. So get that shit out of here. That, oh, I like Metallica. No, you don't. You think you like Metallica because I like it or they like it or your boyfriend likes it. And you know I'm right. That's why you're not leaving. But I have a real problem when it comes to Metallica. I'm being serious. All the girls that say they like Metallica can't name any other song than Sandman. Name side one, album one, go. First song, hit the light. Second, I'm gonna get the album. I got the original. You don't know. Song number 3. What is it? Jump in the fire. And then, oh my God. What's song number 2? Anyone? No? Is it Jump in the Fire? Only men would know that answer. Sorry. God, he's such a misogynist. I heard about this guy. You're just awful. You're an awful man. Don't even talk about UFOs. Just talk about your music. Little boy. Hey, I don't care. But it's true. And I turned it on exceptionally loud and enjoyed it. But I didn't know they were sitting out there. Okay? I didn't know they were out there at this hour because it was still warm. Who would be outside at this hour? Old people. 65 and older. That's old to me. Oh, I can't handle it. I can't be me. But I'm glad I blasted it. So when the music turned off, I came in here, started the show, and I hear them out there. Is it always like that? Sometimes. Hey, man, that was only one song. Sometimes I'll do that shit like at midnight. Like I'll get done working out. Hey, I gotta get mine. Exactly. First of all, I didn't know the guy was still alive. I thought he died like 5 months ago or something. It's got to be a new guy because the old guy I saw his ghost. Remember when I saw the ghost? And he was outside? I said hi to it. No, he died. The woman next door, when I first merved, I saw Jar Jar Binks and Merv came out. If I didn't say your name doesn't mean I don't love you, it means we got a lot of show to do and I'm in the mood. So weird shit. Like, you guys remember when I moved in here, how the bricks underneath my house looked like something broke out from underneath, right? Still had the picture. I mean, I don't know if that's true. But, you know, like a couple months later, I get a knock on my door, like my screen door that I don't go to, which I thought was weird. That's where probably the past person who lived here probably answered. I'm going around the other door. Did you go outside last night? She says at, I don't know, around 3:30 in the morning. She came over in a robe. Like she had coffee brewing, you know. She had her slippers on and shit. Probably in her 60s. I go, no. I go, why? She goes, my son, who's staying with us, told us that somebody was knocking on his window. And I go, oh yeah? She goes, did you hear anything? And I go, I'll be honest, my bedroom's on that side. I didn't hear anything, but strange, we'll keep an eye out on it. She's like, cinches up a little bit. Okay. She goes, what was your name? And I go, I didn't tell you. I go, it's Rich. Oh, okay. She goes, I'm Karen. Karen? She died just soon after that. And she died from COVID complications. She moved out here from Michigan to help her dad, who a month later, I thought they were, married. But I found out when the brother came out and he died. No. And then the old man dies. Like just soon after. Like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks. I was getting sick a lot. It's hard to remember exactly how long, but it was a very short period. I don't think a season passed. And I go get the mail after this guy's dead. I found out. Old age. And actually I never found out why he died. They just said old age. So I'm going to get the mail. And the house is right next door. And then there's another. And then another. And then the mailboxes. I come back. And I hear a screen door close. And I see the old man. Or what looked like him. And I don't look. I did like side eye. I'm like, hey, good morning. Didn't say anything. Maybe he didn't hear me, I thought. I turn around and the what do you call it? Screen doors closing. But there's no guy there. And the screen door, I know because I went back, it's closed. In the house. Like the blinds are there. You can see the bar in the window that prevents it from being open, like a safety feature. Oh, holy crap. What did I see? So the brother, I guess like a week later, was staying there, gathering up dad's things and sisters, whoever. I don't know. And yeah, it was, I think. That's right, it was. And I go, so I go, is your dad moving? He goes, immediately, he goes, no, he's dead. And I almost started laughing. It was so quick the way he responded. And I said, I just saw him. And I go, does he have a twin brother or something? Because you just saw Pops. And I'm like, yeah, I thought I did. I go, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I go, it looked just like him. So we had a good laugh over seeing that. And throughout these months and a couple of years now I've been living here, the first year I was always seeing stuff out of the corner of my eye. And, things would go missing. Like right now, the activity picked up. Like I don't tell you guys what's going on here because I don't even believe it. So until I get it on video, it's kind of hard for me to tell you these stories and without proving it. But I mean, there's so much stuff that's happened. And I'll tell Michael about it from Dark Hour Paranormal. And pretty much that's it. Because I don't want people to think I'm going crazy. It's not a lot. It was when I first moved here. Yeah, I would definitely see part of a woman like the lower half, like she's wearing one of the, what are they called? Where they're one, like a onesie thing. I don't know, but this old lady, I guess, she looked old. The body looked old. I never saw the face, but I saw the hair and it was white. It was curly. It could have been a wig, but she looked large and shuffled her feet because I heard it. You know how they do that with their slippers? Yeah, that's what I heard. Haven't heard it in a while. It's been 2 years, I think, since I've heard that. I think I mentioned some things happening here, like you guys have seen some strange stuff, like the license plate fall off the wall. Not the way it is now, before the way it was. I had put a thumbtack in there and set it on the thumbtack, and there's no way it could slide off or anything because the thumbtack, it had ridges, right? So, and from the show, from what people said, it looked like it lifted up and came off. So that's cool. We've had that happen. I didn't know that the got weed sign fell over, twice now, you guys said? I lean it a certain way so it doesn't fall over. That's leaning back. I guess I could have put it straight up maybe, but it's like it didn't fall like immediately. It took a while. Like if you watch the show where it happened, it's like 20 minutes later. The other one was like about 20 minutes later. They were about the same time. I don't know. So weird things. I actually saw a 3-foot tall apparition right here behind me. And I know this is going to sound stupid AF, but Casper the ghost, get rid of the face. And that was the shape of it. It had a bulbous head and it looked like a sheet was over it. I'm not shitting. But I didn't see a sheet, okay? It was the impression of a sheet. It could have been wearing something that was very thin, maybe like a veil that came down, because I know when I walked by it, I went through the kitchen, made a right, and when I do that, you can look in here for like 2 steps, and I looked in here and I saw the thing right in the middle of my office, like right here, staring out the door. And I stopped and I looked back and it was gone. Oh. Oh my God, I got chills all over just now. Like my whole body just got freaking cold. So I saw that thing twice. And what's weird? I almost feel like blaming it on myself. Like, because I did all those Ouija board sessions asking for a deal with the devil, calling the devil names, just trying to gather up some footage here, man. We did. And I picked up, it sounded like, wow, it sounded like a pig snorting. That was the audio. Out of 125 sessions, 3 EVPs. That's it. 3. Well, that seems about right. And the other noise was dishes. Like if you ever been in I don't know if you ever been in a restaurant where your dishes rattle, but if you ever had like a stack of dishes and you hear them rattling, that was another noise that was picked up. And the other one was a very low whistle, like that. And then it would stop. And then I tried to mimic it, and I can't get the right tone. It's weird, but it's very long. And then it goes very soft, like 15 seconds. Yeah, weird. Oh. I can't. It's like, if I blow out, it's too airy. It was weird. So Anyway, so I think it's possible that I did have that spiritual attachment. And on Father's Day, a year before my dog died on Father's Day, and the year after on Father's Day, I caught COVID and was in the hospital. That's 3 Father Days in a row. The first one was the spiritual attack from doing all the sessions when I couldn't speak one morning and went to the doctor, and the doctor says, looks like somebody strangled you from the top of your esophagus to the bottom. And then he puts the x-ray up on the light, and he goes, you see all these dark areas here? Real dark ones and gray. And my parents were there because it was Father's Day. So they came to the hospital. And this whole thing happened, but it was based on my throat. So he goes, it looks like you were choked, like a strangulation. So that didn't happen at all. He goes, well, it's strange because it's everywhere. It's your whole esophagus, he says. He goes, do you practice any magic, like sword swallowing? Yeah, you know the rest of that. And I go, no, we all laugh. And it was just weird. But I believe that was when that happened in 2018, was the beginning of what's happening to me when I throw up, I think. I don't think it's a spiritual attachment, although whatever happened to me is very strange. How did that happen? How did I get bruised? How did I get so sick I had to go to the hospital? I was having, rapid heartbeat, and they thought I was going to have a heart attack, which I didn't. Oh, man, it was weird. So, yeah, I mean, my throat hurts every day. Every day it's sore here, here, here. I even ask the doctors when I'm there, is there anything you can see? And they go, well, your tonsils are swollen. But that could just be from throwing up. I said, they're always like that. Well, we'll see here. Come back in about 3 months. Excuse me? I just told you my tonsil. They're always like this. I fired my doctor, which I had to do. Anyway, I tell you all this because I was abducted last night. No, I wasn't. God dang it. Why can't I ever say that and take it seriously? Yeah. Well, the thing is, folks, we want to believe what we want to believe, right? The weird thing was, I never thought it would be a spiritual attack because that's not in my wheelhouse of thinking first things, Somebody else thought it. And if I believe that 100% and went, if I wasn't me and somebody said that, I don't know, some people might go get a priest, you know what I mean? Do something like that. However, you can't argue with the oddity that is me. Nobody knows what's wrong with me. Although we may have figured it out, actually, by accident, how to heal it, not knowing what it is. Like, what do they call them? A stomach ulcer? And this stuff called omeprazole, I believe is how you pronounce it, fights against it and can heal it. If you take the recommended one a day for 3 months. And since I started taking that, my symptoms have nearly vanished. Anyway, we'll find out. I didn't get sick yesterday, but I was extremely tired and missed a lot of football. But anyway, spiritual attack. I want to believe. But it is strange, you have to admit. Nobody knows. But I do believe it. I do believe we figured it out after all this time. But how it got bruised the way it did, and how I got sick the way I was getting sick. And yes, I was nauseous. That's when it started. That's how long I've been going through this. 2018. I was keeping a journal, not a diary. Oh, I think I figured out Neil deGrasse Tyson's voice. Well, that's strange. I'll have to work on that. And I did throw up. Anyway, a lot of stuff in this strange world, but if you go through something, don't automatically, because you're a believer in whatever it is, that it's a demon or that it's something that whatever your positive life is, the negative has come in. Man, I don't know what happened to me, but you can't argue with the weirdness that surrounds it. I did all those Ouija board sessions without saying bye-bye. And all hell broke loose on me right after. So, I don't know, man. When the doctor said that, you know, your entire esophagus is bruised, my mother goes, oh, can that happen any other way? He goes, sword swallowing or putting stuff down there, maybe. Yeah, he didn't believe me. Weird. Anyway, just, I don't know what I was going to say. I was telling you all of that because, you know, I'm not in this field just because I like talking, you know. I mean, I got into this field because I saw something. And not only did I see it once, you know, I saw it the next night, almost the same exact time. So it sparked my interest. But that interest wasn't new. It was something that, if you heard when Jeff Willis was here, we talked about it. We used to go to the B. Dalton or even the library at one point to look for UFOs. In the books, Billy Meyer. Billy Meyer was the thing that I stared at. However long I was able to stay there, I'd be like studying every inch of that thing, thinking it's real, and that these people have these, I mean, the feeling that I remember, it's still there, you know, and that fuels my anger. Knowing that I was duped and gave me a false belief, right? I grew up looking at Billy Meyer stuff thinking that was real because everybody did. That I knew. Well, actually, to be honest with you, nobody cared. I was the only person that looked at this stuff that I knew. Not even my best friend, Mike Kehoe. My first 10 years of my life did not care about it. I tried showing him. Yeah. Did not care. He'd go, you know, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. 10 years old. That's how you say it. Got it from his brother. It's all bullshit. Still hear it. Bullshit. Bullshit. I was the only one who believed. And my dad told me when we saw the red light, you know, 4 years earlier or whatever, he believed. It was my dad who got me into it, to be honest. And that night of the major blackout, historic blackout, 75, I think it was, 74 or 5. Yeah. Red light seen all over, especially by Niagara Falls. I remember that. I remember my dad going to work, and he talked about how there were witnesses at the Verrazano Bridge who were talking about seeing these red lights go under the bridge and into the water. And then they would see it go down the Hudson. Fucking amazing. That story, nobody knows about it. Never made the news. Just talked amongst, people. Because we didn't have the internet back then. Hell, we didn't even have recorders. We just had live television. And there was only 3 to 5 channels depending on where you lived and if you had an antenna. ABC, NBC, CBS, and PBS. And then if you had the antenna, you had the VHF and the UHF. Sometimes you'd get British television and get a little Benny Hill. See a little titas in the late evening hours. Right, guys? Hey, who's with me? Channel 13. It's true, though. That's what we did. And then sometimes when HBO and Showtime came out, once in a while, I'd be able to pick it up and see a little bit of those skin flicks late at night. You know what that can do at a kid my age? 12. I almost broke. All right, so, but it wasn't aliens. Oh, this is fantastic. This made my day. You guys should be happy. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, thank God. I thought my credit card was charged an abnormal amount of money. Okay. Avi Loeb. Can you believe this guy? Oh. You know what he's now talking about since his other shit didn't work? I knew this guy was a grifter. I knew it. Will you please start believing in GUFON? From the what did I used to call the debrief? Default. Are we living in a simulation? Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb weighs in on it. Whether, hey, reality could be more like what we see in the popular Matrix films. Avi Loeb's going to add a little extra. It's a lot more than what we saw in the films, guys. Ooh, Avi, tell us more. Please. Can you believe this guy? I knew he was a grift. No, Rich, you don't get it. He's a Harvard professor. Of course they're going to ask him questions about the Matrix. Eventually, somebody had to. Who said that? You know, that was a very, very good comment. You're right. I am wrong. Whoever said that, thank you. It was your conscience. Who? Con Edison? Never heard of him. Yeah, so Avi Loeb is now being asked about the Matrix. Why? No, I'm serious, though. Like, really? Avi Loeb is the guy you're going to ask? I don't know, man. Oh, but it is the debrief, guys. That's why. Boy, I'm off tonight, huh? The debrief, of course. The Avi Loeb's in their, friendship stage. I don't even want to read it, to be honest. Matter of fact, should I? Real quick, let me just see. These amazing advanced simulation process, which postulates our servers and groups, notion, speculative, instruments for external reality, experimental data gains. Of course, no one can argue these experiments was part of simulation, but time to keep in mind simulation could always occur in the background, underlying physical reality. If our world is a simulation, what the reality is in a simulation embedded? Without specifying the reality, the simulation conjecture is empty of testable content. The known laws of physics were derived by observing the physical reality with instruments, not as a result of our brain philosophically insisting that they must be this way. Good for you! The history of science is full of examples where evidence provided a different answer compared to what human brain anticipated. You know what that's called? Thinking. No, it's called science. Examples include the duality of the waves and particles in quantum mechanics, time dilation, and the equivalence of mass and energy in special relativity, gravity not being a force in general relativity, and that the observable universe contains trillions of billions of planets and is not centered on us. Amazing. If the observable universe happened to be a simulation, there's certainly a lot of wasted memory space dedicated to parts of it that we can't see. Whoever created this simulation was very wasteful, or perhaps did not consider us important in the greater scheme of things. The human brain is not a reliable detector. Huh? Where? Hold on. Hey, welcome to the show. Thank you for your contribution yesterday or the day before. Thank you. I didn't get it. I missed it somehow. So I wanted to say that. And I also want to get to the others who have supplied the show with a few. It's not pulling it up. With a few, what do we call them? Super chats. Look at this. I mean, you can't see it, but hold on. Oh my God. What was I doing? Oh. No, really, what was I doing just now? I just got distracted. Oh, there we go. Here it is. Oh my gosh, I can't think. Bernie! Hey man, thanks for the $2. And Ben, the Yorkshire Goofonian, with a £2, 2 quid super chat. Bernie, thank you very much for being a continuing supporter of GUFON. As Ben, 4+ years now, the Yorkshire Goofonian, throwing down £2. Welcome to the show. There it is. That was the one. Right. Thank you very much for that. That £1, 1 quid. Very much. And what? I'm checking. Hold on. I got a Band-Aid on my finger. That's right. Bless you. No, nothing's here. Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay. Thank you very much. And if there were any memberships, thank you. I didn't see anything because nothing, it doesn't say here. Like I should get the announcements here. I see it when it comes up on the screen. But if I'm talking, like on StreamYard, you're able to save it for later. So if something came up like here, I can't do that. And it also saves it itself. Oh, wait, there is. That's right. Hold on. I can do it on GUFON channel. Here we go. Jeanette was a member for 20 months. Thank you. And Paula Faust for 28 months. Thank you very much. She says, thank you for the awesome content. Live long and prosper. Paula Faust. I think that's as long as you can go. Thank you. And Jeanette, ever since she got here, 20 months. Thank you, too. Lots of love. The angel of GUFON. Jeanette. Thanks. Thanks, ladies. Prostice Matice. Haka Dorsey. That's right. I didn't mention it at the beginning of the show. If you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, you know what to do. See? All right. What I was supposed to do, and I got yelled at for it, was to share this screen with y'all so you can read it. All right. There you go. Hope that makes you feel better. Can I jump in here? Right there? There we go. There we go. Everybody okay? The human brain is not a reliable detector, and our senses are limited in sensitivity. This is why physicists used instruments. When terrestrial astronomers study the universe with telescopes, the collected data has little to do with the human brain. Instrumental data is not hallucinations of the brain. Of course, physicists can ignore or misinterpret data by wishful thinking and must be misguided by hubris or other evolutionary traits. All of these deficiencies slow down the process of physics. 2 decades ago, Nick Bostrom suggested that if post-human civilizations become capable of creating simulations, there would be so many simulated beings that a randomly chosen conscious entity would very likely be simulated. What? That a randomly chosen conscious entity will very likely be simulated. That's crazy. So the simulation would make a simulation. Capiche? Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Yeah, well, wouldn't it get that way? Yeah, well, however, it says, we must keep in mind that even if aliens created a simulated new world on an advanced supercomputer, neighboring civilizations could still live in their physical reality. Just like in Vegas, what happens on an exoplanet, they could stay on that exoplanet. Even if advanced scientific civilizations figure out how to produce a baby universe in their laboratory, this baby universe is expected to pinch off from our space-time and not interact with us. A conjecture must be falsifiable in order for it to be scientifically credible. If we ever discover experimental evidence for pixelization of reality or for a computer bug in the code that simulates the world, I would reconsider my stand against the simulation hypothesis. As of now, believing in the simulation hypothesis appears to me like choosing to be high on drugs. What's wrong with that? This choice does not lead to a productive life, but there will always be people who choose this lifestyle as an escape route from our shared physical reality. Similarly, there would always be people who believe that we live in a simulation as a way of avoiding the frustration. I was overreading. Of avoiding the frustrating constraints of a life as we know it. My personal choice is not to belong to any of these communities. Instead, I am dedicating my remaining time on planet Earth to the scientific search for technological relics of aliens. If ET sentient beings chose to live in a virtual world simulated on their computers with no engagement with the physical universe at large, then only one way to find that they exist is from the trash they disperse into interstellar space. But if aliens are truly intelligent, they would aspire to send functional gadgets that could arrive in our backyard. By discovering technological probes among the interstellar rocks that arrive near Earth, we can expand our current scientific knowledge because these probes might represent technologies of our future. And in order to learn from ET, we must be humble and admit that there is a world out there independent of our mind. It would be self-limiting if we closed ourselves in a philosophical bubble by forgetting the curiosity and humility that advanced our scientific knowledge until now. Only those who believe that there is a real awe-inspiring world beyond what we imagine, we'll be fortunate enough to learn something new. Right. Yeah, whereas simulated worlds are limited by the imagination of their creators. Very good point, actually. Scientific curiosity is the engine that helps keep these creators grow beyond their limited imagination. All simulation creators are embedded in a physical reality that is bigger than their imagination. The goal of the physicists is to figure out this underlying reality, whether it contains creators of simulations or not. Who cares? The creators are part of that physical reality. Avi Loeb is the head of the Galileo Project, founding director of Harvard University's Black Hole Initiative, director of the Institute for Theory and Computation at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics, and the former chair of the astronomy department at Harvard University from 2011 through 2020. He is a former member of the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology and a former chair of the Board of Physics and Astronomy of the National Academics. He is the best-selling author of E.T., The First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth, and a co-author of the textbook Life in the Cosmos, both published in 2021. His new book, titled Interstellar, was published in August of 2023. 2023. Not a good day for the United States. Is it? Is it? I'm going to break this story now. Some of you may already know that there was a second assassination attempt on Trump's life. Yep. They're going to keep trying. They're going to keep trying. They're going to keep trying. Told you. He's not quitting until you quit him. What a horrible, horrible, horrible time for our country. Disgusting behavior. Whether it be a rogue individual or set up by the whoever's. Disgusting. Just disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it, but I have to.
Where is the suspect now? I know he's behind bars, but where?
Just for a moment.
Well, what we did is we turned him over to the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. So I don't know where he is right now.
Okay. Did he say how did he know that Donald Trump was going to be playing golf? How did he have access to his schedule?
Yeah, that's the $1 million question. We are the border county to Palm Beach. You can't get out of their county without coming through ours. But we don't have the intel from the scene there. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me to imagine how he got within rifle range of President Trump.
Yeah. Where is the suspect now? I know he's behind bars, but where?
Well, what we did is we turned him over.
Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that happened. Yep. Terrible. Disgusting. Disgusting. I don't have any other words to say, just disgusting. It's like, and did you see the guy? We're not going to talk about it. Not here anyway. Maricopa County in Arizona is committing election fraud. and maladministration during the July primary. They actually erased results from Election Day at 9 to 20 vote centers and illegally recounted the ballots. They broke the law. That's what happened. That's why Arizona was a joke. Anyway, not going to talk about that. That's not my world. That's somebody else's, not mine. We're not talking about that now. Not here. Nope. So Nolan, do you know Gary P. Nolan? And hello? Gary Nolan. I mean, this guy's just reaching. You haven't heard? There's so much stuff going on outside. Gary Nolan wants Arrow to be shut down. Yep. Well, what were the actual? He wants it disbanded. Is what he wants. Disbanded? Isn't that what it's called? Disbanded? Am I saying it wrong? Disbanded. Disbanded. Not band-aid. Banded. What's this? It says click here. Oh, all right. So Fat Mord on the horrible show right here has a clip where they were talking to each other. Right there. Look at this guy. Soy all the way. Soy. God.
I have fair skin.
Oh my God, I didn't know they were going to say that. That's funny. Soy milk?
I hope you had a frosty beverage with you as you were running around in the heat. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy here. Anyway, glad to have you back, a friend of the show's.
Holy shit, Gary got makeup on. He's got makeup on. And a very bright white light. No, look. Sorry, not sorry. I'm telling you, man. These guys only care about one thing. Serious. They only care about themselves. I mean, am I all right? Is that not bright enough? All right, soy boys, here we go.
And the main reason that we have you on today is to talk about this very important piece of legislation that will be voted on by the Senate next week for inclusion in the National Defense Authorization Act, and that is the UAP Disclosure Act of 2024. For the viewers at home that are not familiar with this legislation, what is it? Why is it important to the American voter?
So it's important to the American voter in the most general sense because of the issue of transparency and governmental oversight of the Department of Defense and how it is that your taxpayer dollars are being spent. Now, we understand that the public doesn't need to.
Are you serious? That's unbelievable. I have serious. Here we go. Where's my serious? I moved it. 38? Here we go. Why isn't it playing? Something's wrong. That's not it. Here it is. Now it's time to die. Burning in my brain. I can't believe that just happened. Thank you. Dan Peters. You know, what are the odds I would even look in the chat room? Anyway, you know, I hardly, maybe twice this whole show. Thank you very much. Oh, that was fun. See what it did to me? Come on, Mr. What's his name? What is this soy milk looking?
To know everything that the Defense Department is doing to protect us. But when it comes to something which is as interesting and openly valuable as knowing whether or not we're the only...
I can't. I don't even want to talk. What are we doing? Let's get back on track. Oh, I wanted to show you something, and it's sitting right here. So, this was brought up by Jeff Willis. Yes, Dan Aykroyd, unplugged, with some coffee stains on it. Should we put it in? Put it in? Can we? I think it's copywritten. Can't put it in. It's got a copyright sticker on it. You can't do anything with it. Like I was gonna play it. All right. I'm sorry. We got a little bit off track. Is that what happened? All right. Luke. Hello, Anlaroo. I was going to go out there to the GUFON. Have you ever seen a non-human craft in a facility, Lou? I would not be able to answer that question for you, unfortunately. Hey, Lou. Baba Lou? That's it. That's the whole... This is what people are now... This is the clips. 10-second clip. Have you ever seen anything? No. Can't tell you. That's the clip. People are getting desperate for clicks and views. Now they're posting anything and everything in the smallest amount time. So you're not really getting any. You're not going to learn anything this way. You're not going to learn from sound bites. You guys remember Richie from Boston? Do you? There was a news clip about 3 people that drove off a cliff and died. And you'll never guess who did the sit-in on, Richie from Boston. Because he used to drive down these things, he says. Don't you remember 4 years ago, Richie from Boston?
Disaster on this scary stretch of road.
Look at what happened
with tourists and known as one of the most dangerous in America. Now it has claimed new victims. 2 nurses and their tour guide driver killed after their Jeep plunged over a cliff along Camp Bird Road in the Colorado mountains. This haunting photo of a jubilant Diana Robles was snapped shortly before the deadly crash. The 28-year-old and her aunt, Ophelia Figueroa Perez, both dedicated nurses from Yuma, Arizona, were on a vacation, taking in the breathtaking scenery. Ami Robles is Diana's grieving sister. Did you know they would be on such a treacherous road?
I didn't have any idea.
Off-roading expert Richard Comito has driven the dangerous stretch.
These are one-lane, twisting, curving roads carved into the side of a mountain with 100 to 1,000 foot drops on either side.
It's Richie!
No guardrails. It is probably one of the scariest things you'll ever do.
Good edit right there. It's the scariest thing, one of the scariest things you'll ever do. Looks like he had his tooth replaced. Remember when his tooth fell out? We used to give Richie from Boston hell. I don't even know what he did. Oh, he was the weird weather guy, wasn't he? On the road, some shit like that. And his truck, we used to talk about his truck. Yeah, that guy was entertaining for us for a minute. Yeah. What the hell's going I just can't believe another guy tried killing Trump. You know? It's getting out of control. Just everything. What? I just can't get over how crazy people get when they hear his name. Like on my other channel, I wore a Trump hat to test, see how people would react to it. And one guy says, I subbed and then I unsubbed. You're not supposed to talk about politics in these. I'm like, oh my God, because I talked about Trump with a lady. And I say in the beginning of the video, it's an experiment somewhere in there. I wear the hat for a reason. It's nothing political. People just, like I said, 10 seconds, that's all they'll give you. Isn't the average view duration of a TikTok video 2 seconds? Isn't that the average? No? That's what I keep hearing. Maybe they meant 10. That sucks. Hold on. What is that? Here we go. You know, I'm going to play this video for you. It's 3 minutes and 20 seconds from Into Thin Air. And it is about the assassination attempt. A little more in depth. I wasn't going to play anything else, but I want to play it, so I'm playing it. I'm sorry. This is life. This is happening in real time, folks. This is like, you'll never see or live through anything like this again in your life. Ever. No president has ever been shot at twice, has he? He's breaking records, this guy. Unfreaking. I want to know how he got that close, who let him in, all that stuff. The guy looks like he's made of soy. It's my new thing. Yeah. All right, here we go. Can I get out? Get me out of there. Are you not taking me out?
My friends, you are not going to believe this connection I made with the second attempt on Donald Trump's life. Of course, this is just speculation, but it looks like Time magazine on September 11th predicted this event. Check this out. We also have received our first image of this suspect being arrested. More details on that as they come in. All right, everyone, welcome back. It is September 15, 2024, and I'm sure many of you have heard that there was another attempt on Donald Trump's life while he was at his golf course in Palm Beach. This is going to blow your mind. Look at this tweet put out on September 11th by Time magazine with Trump in a golf cart seemingly stuck in a bunker, and it just says time and then in trouble. My friends, you cannot make this stuff up. All right, very quickly, this is what happened, and then I'm going to explain to you this connection here. Donald Trump survived another apparent assassination attempt on Sunday when Secret Service agents opened fire on a gunman at his golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida. Trump was unhurt and the gunman fled but was arrested shortly after. Now wait till you hear how this cop describes this suspect. It's very familiar and we've heard it before. Just like Thomas Crooks from the Butler rally shooting, according to theories, there's a lot of different MK Ultra type activity going on here. No emotion, and almost didn't know where he was. Take a listen to this.
Investigation.
What was his demeanor, Sheriff, when you approached the car?
The suspect's demeanor I would describe as having a relatively calm, flat, affected, was not displaying a lot of emotion.
That right there is key. No emotion. For some random person to show up with a gun in a backpack with a GoPro to try to shoot Donald Trump, you would think this person would be a little nervous, maybe sweaty, something that shows that a human being was about to do this. But we don't see that. Keep listening.
Never asked what is this about. Obviously.
No, we don't hear that. Well, are we going to see some body cam footage of this guy?
Law enforcement.
I'll be the judge.
With long rifles, blue lights, a lot going on.
I don't want to get a copyright strike here, but what he's saying is with all the lights and guns and everything going on around this guy, for him to show no emotion, even this cop, this sheriff here, is super surprised. So I want you to think about all these weird things taking place around this situation. The Time magazine cover coming out on September 11th is wild enough as it is. It's showing Trump on his golf course, stuck in a bunker. That is exactly where they brought Trump after this took place at the golf course in West Palm Beach. So in my opinion, and many other people's opinions, this Time magazine cover is coded, and whether a very weird, freaky coincidence or something way more sinister, this entire situation...
I see a little bit of an emotion. They probably told him to lift up the shirt so we could see her waistband, but ugh.
Is totally insane.
Wait! Do you see it? The eyes? The mouth? It talked, I bet. Look! That is an alien! Look! The mouth's right there! The wrinkled skin, oh my god, the eyeballs! We will fight! Fight! You see it, right?
This is now the second attempt on this man's life.
He does look like a tweaker.
And it's something we've never seen before. All right,
Soy
my friends,
boy.
as always, I'll be digging into this situation and find...
Ugh. Ugh. Yuck. Icky. Dirty, icky. Even my lips look pink. Oh, that was weird. I don't want to look. All right, what else? What's that? A Florida woman, 84 years old, punches alligator in the face during grisly encounter. All right. I'm sorry. I forgot. I had UFO. Antarctica. All right. Antarctica has been the talk of the world since since we could go there. But did you see the new mysterious anomaly? Or anomalies? Check this out. I don't know what the first one is at all. Take a look, see. From the new secure team, World News X. I don't know what they're showing. Oh, it's like a ship in the ice. I couldn't tell on the phone. Oh. So it's not an iceberg turning upside down like we've seen. That's what they're telling us. It's in the ice. Look at that. Oh, I don't like that at all. Love it.
The mountains look eerily pointy and four-sided. They are clearly protecting or preserving something that may or may not be under 3 miles of thickest of ice.
80 million years ago, there was a lush rainforest that is now covered in miles of ice.
Venture into the icy expanse of the unknown as we unravel the enigmatic anomalies of Antarctica, unearthing secrets so profound and perplexing they might have been better left untouched and hidden beneath the snow and ice.
What? That's a dumb thing to say.
These are the mysterious Antarctica anomalies that should have stayed a secret. 10. Hidden mountains and valleys. Deep beneath the ice of Antarctica lies a world that has remained hidden for millions of years. The Gamburtsev Mountains are as grand as the Alps, but completely buried under ice. Mysterious valleys deeper than the Grand Canyon stretch across the continent. What secrets do these ancient landscapes hold, and why are they so well preserved? 9. The Antarctic singing ice. Sometimes Antarctica sings.
I don't like that one. This is getting boring.
Hidden volcanoes and vast lakes, all buried beneath the ice.
Oh.
One of the largest is Lake Vostok, trapped under 4 kilometers of ice. It has been sealed off from the world for 15 million years. What kind of life might exist in these extreme, isolated conditions? 7. Meteorite hotspots. Antarctica is one of the best places on Earth to find meteorites. The ice flows concentrate these space rocks in certain areas, making them easier to find. Some meteorites found here have been from Mars, and others contain grains older than our solar system. 6. Ancient forests. Believe it or not, Antarctica was not always a frozen wasteland. Around 250 million years ago, during the Permian period, it was covered in lush forests and inhabited by various animals. Fossilized
I can't handle that anymore. It's not what I thought. Interesting, but I can't keep playing that. I'll get in a world of trouble. I went too far. It's true. All right, there's a UFO sighting that is over Cleveland. And I want to show this to you because I saw this on my phone and I'm seeing it here now. Take a look, also from World News X. But the thing about them is they just put everything up and we decide without any investigating or you know the rest. So check it out. Maybe you believe, maybe it's a drone, maybe it's another telephone.
Esta secuencia. 3 objetos voladores aparentemente no identificados descienden silenciosamente por los cielos de Cleveland en Ohio hace algún tiempo.
It is pretty cool.
A gran distancia, los objetos desprenden una especie de fuego o llamas, expulsando chispas hacia su alrededor. Estos no identificados fueron catalogados por su autor como ovnis en llamas sobre Cleveland el pasado 3 de septiembre del año 2023.
All right. Hey, Valerian the Mac the Third. What's up, Chief? I guess you too, eh? You too. Flares with the flasher and moving around? Let's take another look at that. It could be parachutes. There, that one's probably on fire. Parachutes go.
Fíjese bien en esta secuencia.
Excuse me.
3 objetos voladores aparentemente no identificados.
Now, that means up here, above the fire, is where the humans are, or not human.
Descienden silenciosamente por los cielos de Cleveland.
Pieces are falling off, kids.
En Ohio hace algún tiempo. Según la captura a gran distancia.
Now, this guy just lost every eyebrow that ever grew on his noggin. Come on. I know, they're probably 10 feet apart.
Los objetos desprenden una
Oh, look, he's on fire. There he goes, Johnny. I didn't mean it. Your eyebrows look great.
Especie de fuego o llamas,
I
expulsando chispas hacia su alrededor.
know. Whoa. Johnny, you're flashing. So now what's going on with this one? Look at this guy.
Por su autor, como ovnis en llamas.
That thing's kind of cool looking, whatever that is. Is that a guy with a parachute designed shirt? I don't know what he's wearing. How is it on fire and it has a flashing light? I don't see flashing lights on these.
Cleveland, el pasado 3 de septiembre del año 2023.
Oh, it's so confusing. That's why they got the experts in the chat room. What are you guys saying? Baboons? Kelly Lewis, I ever Spanish. Those are guys on the boots. Yeah, probably. I don't see it though, bro. The golden goose. It does look like the golden goose. Yep, something was dropping off Thor Pencoop and apostate plus tax. For $2 says, what do you think about the O'Hare UFO site? You mean the one from 2006? I'm going to tell you something about that right now, Mr. Chippewa. Hold on. Here's what people should know. And thank you for the $2 question. Apostate plus tax. Says, what do you think about the Chicago O'Hare UFO sighting from 2005? Well, I believe there was a UFO on runway 8 or whatever. And yes, there was a cloud that had a hole in it. However, here's where the story gets a little wrong. Witnesses stated, yeah, can we get rid of that right now? Witnesses stated that the UFO hovered over whatever, runway 8 at the end, and then it went up into the cloud and caused the hole punch effect. I'll show you. But I think that is a bold-faced lie. Hold on. O'Hare, Chicago. OHARE UFO. There's only one. So this should have the pics. Nope. Here we go. All right. All of these are inaccurate. There really isn't any good, in my opinion. I don't think there's any video at all. But the video they show us looks like it could be the video. Anyway, so there's a lot of things that happen. Now, I don't know if this doesn't look like the hole punch cloud that I remember. It kind of looked like this one here more. It was more closed. I'm hoping to find it. Okay. The hole punch cloud, in my opinion, was either there at the moment or was already there earlier or happened soon after. And when people looked up to look for the UFO, they assumed it went through that cloud and made the circle. That's not how those are formed. If a UFO went through, the way that cloud on the day of the Chicago O'Hare sighting looked, it looked like a classic crystallization circle maker thing cloud. You know what I mean? You know what they are. It looked nothing like a UFO went through a cloud and took the insides of it with it. It's the dumbest thing of it, like this. It's not what it looked like to the right here. It's not it. The actual hole punch cloud looked more like this one. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I saw it more like this, actually. See? Look, aliens in the skies. Mystery hexagon cloud formed over Finland is clearly a UFO. Hexagon cloud. My God, what are we going through? People will just say anything. As you can see, these aren't UFOs. No. Well, that's just a cloud, but that's just a cloud. Hey, who's this guy? Isn't that Pat Uskert? Here we go. And that's what people saw. See on the right? People saw this. Nah, this is, I think, the real one here. If this is really it, that's amazing. This is, I think, it right here. Oh, it's 06? I was off? Unbelievable. Yeah, so that's what I think. I think the UFO was there, right? There were several witnesses that worked there. The baggage claim dudes, the stockers, the loaders, the fuel department guys, paramedics, people who worked on the walkway and then where people got on and off the planes. You know, they were told to shut up or die. And they did. And the press tried getting the information. They said, we can't. They'll kill us all. Who will kill you? Who? Who will kill you? Something like that. Well, that's about it. I think we meaning me, ran amok tonight. That's it, Johnny. Oh, David Wilcock. Right. By the way, we talked about that at the beginning of the show. These guys, did you know David Wilcock? Is it Wilcock? What about my ear? Stu Gerson. Beams out. I guess I'm not following what that means. No, we already talked about that. There's just no way David Wilcock's... My point wasn't even about that, the show. I was just, talking about people who say stuff, say they're going to do it, and never do it. We all know what happened. TTSA never made any money at all. And if they did make any, what was it, $3.5 million in donations, something like that? And they said they used it to make their TV show, Lou's TV show. Unidentified. What was it? Something like that. Wasn't that good. 2 seasons? Did they have 2? I thought they only had 1. Who gives a shit? All right, thank you all for hanging out here at GUFON this evening. And we'll be back mañana. And I'm thinking about doing something. I don't know if we can. Oh, yeah, we can. I'm thinking about doing a live Ouija board show right behind me. I have 2 cameras. I could have that camera record me, another camera right next to me. I could have 2 cameras going, one that watches the board, so nobody thinks they're any. I'm gonna have to test this out, but I think I want to do it. I want to bring the Ouija board out one more time. I'm feeling a little randy with the devil. Running with the devil. Right. Yes, I'm doing it, Stardust. That's right. I have it displayed out in the other room. Yes, I do. It is right above Angus. It's watching over him. Me and that Ouija board are like this. I don't know what I'm going to do, Stardust, but I'm thinking of doing it. I've just had enough. It calls my name, man. It keeps calling me and keeps calling me and keeps calling me. Sometimes I wake up, man, it's looking right at me, man. It's looking right at me. It's like, what do I do? I can't escape it. I'm driving down the road. I look in the rearview mirror. It's right there, man. It's right there. It's not. I'm joking. I'll think about it. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out this evening on GUFON, because every single night, Monday through Friday at 7 p.m., we do it here. We do it. We truthology for ufology. And we do it for you. Well, who talks that way? But we do. We do it for you. I'm going to go and listen to Metallica. Again, I'm going to go hit the gym. Didn't hit the gym. I got to eat. Going to eat, then the gym. All right. And then tomorrow, I don't know. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? Oh, hey, go check out my new audit, man. It's up. It's gone viral. I think. I've already got 200 subs on there in only a few hours. I just posted it 4 hours ago. Can you imagine? I've never had a viral video. I haven't looked. I don't want to look. I'll look when I wake up tomorrow. All right. Thank you very much for hanging, and we'll see you on the flip. What do I usually say here? Alien bless. I'm joking. Alien bless. Right. Alien bless.